Hey everybody, my name is Andrew and welcome to Kite Army Labs. This video feels a lot like deja vu for me because about this time last year, I got to release and show to you the brand new Ego 56 volt 530 CFM blower. This guy right here. Well, Ego decided that they wanted to remain king of the hill, and they, this year, for 2017, are releasing this beauty right here. This is 575 cubic feet per minute, 142 miles per hour. So this is a vast jump forward in cordless blowers. Now let me talk to you about this blower. They didn't just throw the battery on and say, okay, we're done. But anyway, a very logical place to start this conversation is the battery. Let's talk about it. It's 56 volt. It's the same platform as all their other batteries. So you can use this battery on the weed whacker, the chainsaw, all their other tools, the snow blower, and the lawnmower if you're lucky enough to have them all. So I like that about Ego. Their batteries are interchangeable. But what makes this battery different from last year's battery? It's a 5 amp. So it's 56 volts, 5 amp. Let me show you the difference in size. Here's last year's battery right here. This is a 2.5 amp lithium arc battery. Okay? Clearly, big difference in size. Now, that means you still get the same voltage out of the batteries because they're both 56, but the amperage really means how much power they can squeeze into that. And what that in turn means when you put it in your blower is how long your blower will run for and how much power your blower has. So moving forward, the battery charges in about an hour. Very simple interface. Shows you if it's got enough power in it. It will blink if it's done. Pretty easy. That snaps on the back here. You can almost do it with one hand. They also have changed the throttle setting here. On last year's model, it was basically an on-off with this trigger right here. They've made that a variable speed trigger. I like that. You can also lock it in so you don't even have to have your hand on a trigger with this slider right here. Big improvement. They have included, because honestly, this is starting to get heavy, and that's because of the size of the battery. So they've included a shoulder strap that just connects right here, real simply. Okay, it'll go over your shoulder, and what I like about that is you can see the blower's really nicely balanced, where it will just take a little bit of effort to move it around. So you won't tire out using this blower. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is they've included a spreader nozzle. That just clips right onto the front here. Now the price of this tool is $349. It's a little steep, but the battery alone retails for about $250. So the deal is this. If you have 10 Ego tools, as I said, which hopefully you're lucky enough to have, you don't have to buy this tool with the battery. They sell it bare, and bare it's about $150. So you can go either way. Now, if you don't have a 5 amp battery, it's a good way to get your hands on one of those as well. Anyway, so that's sort of, in a nutshell, all the features of it. I know we're all really waiting to see how this blower works out in the yard. Let's get outside. So all those numbers, the CFM, the miles per hour, mean nothing if you can't get your job done. And my job here is to move these leaves. Let's give it a go. So in summary, the brand new 575 CFM Ego is two things. One, it's the most powerful cordless blower I've ever used. And number two, it's the longest running for the amount of power it has. Now, you can see that right behind me, I have a bunch of blowers. These are all top of the line 40 volt plus blowers. And if you know anything about Kite Army, it's one thing on paper saying this is 575, it's another thing actually proving it. So my policy here is trust but verify, and in that vein, what I plan to do is, like years past, I want to do the Kite Army blower bonanza. And what I do is I line up all these blowers, turn them on, and see how they perform so you can see them side by side. So stay tuned for that video. Anyway, I hope you found this video informative. Please hit the like button below. Check out all my awesome content. Make sure you make some comments, come back often, and keep your eyes peeled for the blower bonanza. That's it for now. I'll see you guys around real soon.